Welcome once again to another edition of Shelf Life Book Reviews Online. Thank you as always for taking the time to watch my video, and hopefully you will find this informative, and when you go to your local bookstore you will very seriously consider the book I'm about to review this time out. And it is a highly recommended book. It is called The Younger Wife, and it is written by Sally Hepworth. This is published by St. Martin's Press, and it retails for $24.99. I must admit, when I first read the book, The Younger Wife, I thought, this is a younger wife. It's going to be a scheming wife who's going to take the man for everything, and she's going to have all these horrible secrets and do horrible things to the family and everything. It's not that at all. But it is a very intense psychological thriller where you really don't know where the story's going, and that's good. Because stories that you can figure out right from the get-go, they're not as exciting as ones you just wonder, okay, what's going to happen next and why is it going to happen next? The story revolves around basically a married couple, Pam and Stephen, who've been married for quite some time. Unfortunately, Pam has early stages of dementia, and she has been confined to a nursing facility. Some days she is lucid and she knows her families. Other days she says, "Who are you? Get out of here." So there are two daughters. They are Rachel and Tully, and they love their mother very much. Now, into their father's life comes a woman by the name of Heather. She's an interior designer, and she met the family when she was designing Pam and Stephen's home. She was doing interior design before Pam really started to show advanced signs of dementia. So she is the other woman. And the two children resent her, someone coming into their father's life, considering the fact that their mother is still alive, even though she really is in no condition to be a wife to the husband. Some days she recognizes him, some days it's just, "Who are you? What are you doing in my room? Are you here to clean the room?" And so it's very complex there. Now you figure, or you think, that Heather is going to be one of those money-grubbing women, and she's going to take the father for everything he's got. Well, they've all had quite the backstory, because supposedly Heather's mother and father died in a car accident. Well, that really didn't happen, and she's ashamed to tell the truth, because the truth of the matter was her father killed her mother, and he's in jail right now serving a life sentence for the murder. So that part is in the back burner. Now, the two daughters of Pam and Stephen, Rachel and Tully, they have their own sort of issues from the past that are plaguing them today. Many, many years ago, Rachel was out in the woods. I think she was supposed to be jogging, and she was sexually assaulted. She never told anyone about it. She kept that a secret. Tully, on the other hand, has her own secret. She is a kleptomaniac. She's shoplifting all the time. She just takes little things, nothing major, but that's her way of coping with life. So everybody's got some dark shadow to their past. Now, Rachel is going through her mother's possessions. She finds a hot water bottle, and she's almost going to throw it out, and she feels there's something inside. So she starts opening it up, and lo and behold, she takes out $97,000 in cash. And there's also, in the hot water bottle, is a piece of paper and a note and a name, Fiona Arthur. And that's a name no one knows or seems to know. So the daughters do a bit of research into the name. They look on Facebook and they find, two or three different women, and then they pinpoint the Fiona Arthur, who was, as they find, part of their father's life. In fact, she was his first wife, someone he never mentions, because the father actually has a possessive, abusive side, and Fiona was abused by them, just as Pam was pushed around too. Now, as we get deeper into the book, we find that Heather has a drinking problem because of her past. And when she drinks, she sometimes ends up, falling down, hurting herself, bruising herself, almost breaking bones. Now, she thinks it's her fault, but in her clouded mind, she wonders whether Stephen did something to her, like pushed her, hit her. She tries to deny it. Now, of course, Stephen will deny everything. So it's really a complex, like what is going on? Everybody has this part to their past, and it seems to somehow a lot of the issues resolve around Stephen. And so Heather and Stephen are about to get married. And Pam goes to the church. She wants to be a participant. And many times she disrupts the ceremony by going to the front, and smiling at Stephen, smiling at Heather. So it's almost a little comical there at the last. But as we find, after Stephen and Heather get married, something horrible happens. We did not see this one coming. It is a really neat twist. I won't even tell you close to how it happened because I don't want to spoil the surprise, of course. But it is a real shock, a shot in the dark. It's just like, wow, I didn't know this was going to happen. But maybe we, in the back of our mind, we kind of surmised this would be the end game. So it really, if you're looking for a very complex book, it might not, like I said, it might not be the way you think it's going to play out, but it does. And it's even better that it played out this way. So The Younger Wife is definitely a must-read book. The deeper you get into it, the more engrossed you become by the book. So that's the book I wanted to draw to your attention. Hopefully when you're out shopping for books, this will be one you will want to add to your collection because it's very highly recommended. Let me know if you agree with me, please. And thanks for your time. And I will be back again with another book very soon. Until then, stay safe, stay sane, and I will see you at the bookstore. Thanks again, and bye for now.